I've started recently working with Creative Cloud libraries and the auto sync feature. I think it's really cool, but there's a couple things or a couple features I think that should be implemented to streamline the process, as well as I've noticed a couple of bugs that I like to report. So first things first, when we create uh, a new graphic basically in the library, when you drag it in, it makes one for you, but the original that you dragged over doesn't become a link. I wish there was a way to make it so that this becomes a link also, so we don't have to grab it and then drag it back over. Doing this is just one extra step that I wish we could remove. The second thing that I'd like to streamline is the relinking. If, for example, let's say I want to change these all to be this black box here. In order to do that, I have to select each one. I have to go up here, click relink from CC library, then click select graphic to link. Then if I have more than 20, which is usually true, I have to click show remaining, sometimes multiple times. And then I have to click the actual graphic and then click relink again. There's just way too many clicks there. I think we can cut that down to where, you just go here, click, and then click. It should be that simple. I don't know if that's something you guys can implement, but hopefully it's something you guys can do. The next thing is editing graphics. This has been spotty for me. Say for example, I have a graphic here that's on the cloud and I want to edit it. I can right click, go to edit, and it'll open it. Now say I make a change. Say I want to change this to red, for example. Now if I click save, it's supposed to automatically save it to the cloud, and in this case it did. But sometimes, and this just happens randomly, if I go to edit and I make a couple major changes, say I move this over here, break this link, change this to something else, look at another document, and then I try to come back and save it. For some reason, I have no idea why, and this just happens if I make like a number of changes, it tries to save it locally. It totally breaks the link. So the way that I've been getting around this is I will copy my changes and then I will close it, re-edit it again, and then paste on top. I'll delete what I had and paste on top and save, and that seems to work, but I'm not sure why the link keeps getting broken when I'm making that change, and why it's trying to save locally instead of back to the library. The last thing I would like to see implemented is using synced colors. So for right now, if we want to add a color to the cloud, we can make a color, like I can just call this spot black, and I can make a spot color, and I can say add to my library, which is great. It adds the color. The only thing is it doesn't actually sync with anything. So if I'm using this black, for example, I can select it here, but if I try to edit this black and I say change it to this, it doesn't update in the documents like the graphics. I'm sure that's just something that hasn't been implemented yet, but I really hope that that gets implemented as well, because using PMS colors throughout documents, sometimes our clients change to a different PMS, and to be able to update that over several documents would be extremely helpful. The last thing is spot colors. Also, when you add them into your swatch palette, so if you say add to swatches, it doesn't copy the name over. It's just copying the actual color. I've also had glitches where it's made double copies of it. So that doesn't seem to be working exactly the way that it should. To me, it should be copying the color and the name and everything, right? It should be copying that it was a spot color and all that stuff. But anyway, that's a couple of the bugs I've discovered and a couple things I hope get implemented in upcoming features. Thank you.